This video is about a 1938 Chevrolet Master Deluxe which I purchased off of eBay in December of 2012. Please take a look at the pictures as these are the ones that were shown on eBay. What the auction said was, up for auction is a 1938 Chevrolet Master Deluxe 4-door suicide sedan. It has new seats, new headliner, partially rebuilt engine, new water pump, new fuel pump, rebuilt starter, converted to 12 volt. This car is a builder. The head on the block has been rebuilt. The owner of this vehicle is having me sell it for him. New pistons will be included with the sale of this vehicle. The car itself is in good condition considering it's a 1938. It has a lot of potential. Has new glass. The grille was purchased new old stock, original stainless steel molded grille, not aftermarket, in a real good condition. The car will need some body work around the roll pan and back fenders. When this vehicle was purchased, the only paperwork it had was a certificate of title by the state of Wisconsin. It was signed by the original owner. It seems to be from the 30s. It's a small certificate, about 2.5 inches long and about 5 inches across. I wrote and asked, I have a couple questions. Is the car all steel, no fiberglass panels? Is the car currently drivable? Are there any other issues the owner is aware of? Can you provide a couple pictures of the air undercarriage? The response was, the car is all steel except for the running boards. The car was running before the pistons came off. They arrived yesterday. I'll send some pictures. Followed up with another question. Other than the two problems in the back, is there any other body work required? Is the interior as good as it looks in the pictures? The response from Mike was, the interior is in perfect condition. There are no tears. Seats are newly upholstered. As for the body work, I would give it about an 8. The paint is white with gold pearl. In my opinion, car is very solid. However, it does need a little bit of work to make it 100%. It attracts a lot of attention at car shows. People always admire it. He is in my club, so I have witnessed people's reaction to it. Keep in mind, upholstery work he paid $3,800. Thanks for looking. On delivery of the vehicle, we discovered that of the 4 door window glasses, 1 was missing, 2 were broken. Neither the truck driver nor I were able to drive the car from where it was delivered up to the house because we could not get it in gear. The transmission was so sloppy you couldn't find where anything was, and the brake pedal went all the way to the floor. The hinge was broken on the trunk and the latch didn't work at all. These pictures will show the interior of the vehicle as we saw it when it arrived. As you can see here, the padding is extremely loose, just kind of tacked in place. That's on all sides of the vehicle. It doesn't cover all of the areas. This is the dashboard. The complete underside all the way from left to right is completely rusted out. Very unsafe condition being created. Even the steering column is somewhat loose because of the rust underneath there. This shows some of the condition of the material inside of the car. This section right here is completely broken through. It's not attached front to back, so the door sags. It's not connected. The car could fall apart. This just shows some of the rust underneath the carpet that was just laid over top of all the problems. The battery box cover was missing, and the cover for the master cylinder were both missing. Those were just giant holes in the floor that were not covered up. As you remember, the body was considered a builder. That was for the rear roll pan, which you see right here, had rust on both sides. What we found out was they painted directly over rust. That's where the door hinges were, or the trunk hinges were removed. Every panel on this car from front to back is going to require some level of work. That's a front door, that's the rear fender. Every panel has damage in it. They repaired it by throwing fiberglass over top and then doing some light sanding. For the most part, no sanding was done. The car is completely wavy. As you can see here, rust was just completely painted over. There were some other issues, for example, the glass, which we've already mentioned, but also there was no gas tank with this car. It has a gas can loose sitting in the trunk, which is a very dangerous situation. If that thing were to fall, then big problem. The fact that the title, although old and not current, still could have been used in this state had they had it registered in Texas. I was told they didn't need registration there. So all in all, there were many problems with this car. You decide whether you feel the ad was representative of the car or not. What I have learned is a couple of things that I think are important. One, the question that needs to be asked right up front is, has to be clearly stated, is the car currently registered and licensed in the state that you're living in? If the answer is not yes, then you know you've got a problem right off the bat. And when you ask about body work, you need to be clearer, and when you ask for pictures, pick a couple of obscure things to ask for. I asked for the undercarriage, much too broad. Pick something strange, like take a picture of the inside of the trunk back corner, or take a picture of the inside fender well, something like that that will point out where these cars might have problems normally. So Thank you for watching, and I'd like to know, what do you think? Fair sale